We are back to the theaters, baby, and what a return. I saw New Mutants. New fucking Mutants. Finally gets released. The first trailer for this movie was released in October of 2017. 3 years ago. And then it went through production hell and got delayed over and over and over. And then it fell into the hands of Disney. They didn't know what to do with it. They just say, whatever, we'll release it early 2020. No one will care. And then the fucking pandy happened, and then they had to bump it, and then they had to bump it again to now. And here we are. It's almost September. I finally got to see the movie I've wanted to see for 3 years. This was also my return to my regular movie theater for watching movies. And I gotta say, after 5 months, it felt good to be home. And since I was seeing what seems to be a cursed movie, I was like, you know what? Let's see this motherfucker in IMAX. So I stroll into the building and the employee goes, hey, let me see your ticket so I can scan it. I pull up my phone and have him scan it. And this employee goes, you're in Auditorium 1, sir. Excuse me? So I reply, pardon me, this is an IMAX ticket. You only have one IMAX auditorium, and that is Auditorium 14, not Auditorium 1. She says, no, it's in Auditorium 1, sir. Okay, so I head on over to Auditorium 1. What do you know? There's a movie already playing. It's halfway through. So what do? I walk my ass back over to Auditorium 14. Plop myself down in my seat. Sure enough, the IMAX movie was playing in the one IMAX theater that they had. So now I don't trust the employees. So now I can't trust them to not put Rona salt and Rona butter all over my popcorn. And I don't know about you, but popcorn is an essential part of my movie-going experience. Needless to say, I didn't stuff my face with popcorn for this one. It was a little disappointing upon the return. Oh, Auditorium 1. Fucking idiot. Okay, so this movie is about a girl who's admitted to a hospital to learn how to control her powers with a bunch of other teenage mutants. Yep, mutants. This movie takes place in the X-Men universe. And when she arrives, things start getting weird and kinda scary. And the other characters in this movie have to learn how to face their inner demons. As well as a giant demon bear. That's right, nerds, we got the fucking demon bear. What's up? Blue Hunt is your lead in this movie. She plays Moonstar. So basically, she wakes up in this hospital and we're introduced to this story and this setting and all the other characters through her perspective. I really like this character because her powers are very complex. And she's also a Native American. So they take some Native American folklore and they work it into the story really well. I also thought she did a good job acting. I don't think I've ever seen her before, but she did well. Anya Taylor-Joy's in this. She plays Ileana Rasputina, also known as Magic. I was very much looking forward to seeing this character on screen because I was hoping to see specific things from her, and for the most part, I was satisfied. Unfortunately, Anya Taylor-Joy didn't deliver this character how I had hoped. Ileana is Russian. Fun fact, she is the younger sister of the X-Man known as Colossus. She's supposed to be this like asshole tough bully character, and I just wasn't really buying that performance. And her Russian accent is atrocious. It's terrible. As the story moved along though, I was happy with the cool shit that her character got to do. I mean, the motherfucking soul sword? What? And for all the comic book nerds out there, Lockheed. What? That's right, Lockheed. I know what you're thinking. How could they possibly work Lockheed into this story? I know, but they make it work, and I like how they made it work. The other standout character is Wolfsbane. She probably did the best job acting-wise. I love how her character phases in and out of wolf mode depending on the situation. She also did a fantastic Scottish accent. Scottish accent. Scottish accent. Scottish accent. Scottish accent. I thought the other characters played their respective roles well. I must say, there's very few men in this movie. This is primarily a female-driven movie, and I was down for it. Okay, considering all the hell that this movie went through to get made, I thought it was pretty good. If you're an X-Men fan, it's definitely worth watching. The powers are cool, there's some good teen drama in there, and it really kind of felt like an X-Men side story. It felt like a comic book arc, like a small 6-issue comic book story arc. Yeah. There isn't really an established villain for a while, and it adds this mysterious element that I liked. For the most part, it plays out like a horror movie. It's a good self-contained story. You don't need any sequels, and you don't need any prequels. One and done. Although, I personally think it pairs well with Logan. It's nowhere near as good as Logan, but if you watch this movie before Logan, it makes sense. They also started this movie with a specific event, and they were able to bring that around full circle by the end. Like, that's actually good writing. I didn't think the writing was bad at all. I liked the story I was being told. What didn't I like? I could tell that this movie had been edited down. I don't know if there was more story to tell for other characters, but it felt like a very safe edit to release in theaters. And I think that contributed to a lack of character development. I wanted to know more about these teens, and I wanted to know more about who they were and more about their history other than like a story per teen. Like Ileana. There's a really cool story in there somewhere, and I want to see that. The CG was pretty shaky. At certain points, it was just straight up bad. But other areas, like the Demon Bear, it was fucking great. Honestly, not a bad movie at all. Totally watchable. There are way worse X-Men movies out there, trust me. And I liked that this one was kind of scary. I'm actually totally down to see it again, and I think that says a lot. It's rewatchable. Or maybe I just want to go back because I still got a taste for popcorn. Alright, see ya! Subscribe!